Remember that time in 2019 when Trump wanted to buy Greenland? Yeah, me too. It was one of those moments that made you do a double take. Like, did he really just say that? It was all over the news and people couldn't stop talking about it. It was weird. It was like he saw it on a map, all big and icy, and thought, I want that. Imagine looking at a map and deciding you want to buy an entire country. It sounds like something out of a movie, right? Like some kind of real estate tycoon, which, well, he kind of was. But this wasn't just any piece of real estate. It was a whole country with its own people, culture, and government. But you can't just buy a country. It's not like picking up a new property in Manhattan. There are international laws and agreements that make such a transaction nearly impossible. Well, you shouldn't be able to anyway. The idea was met with a lot of skepticism and even some laughter. People were wondering if he was serious or if it was just another one of his outlandish ideas. Anyway, Trump's sudden interest in Greenland had everyone scratching their heads. Was there a hidden agenda? Was it a strategic move or just a whim? What was he up to? Theories range from military strategy to natural resources. People were trying to piece together the puzzle. Well, it turns out Greenland is a pretty interesting place, strategically speaking. Its location makes it valuable for military and geopolitical reasons, and it's sitting on a potential gold mine, literally. The island is rich in natural resources like minerals and oil. More on that later. First off, let's get one thing straight. Greenland is huge. It's not just big, it's massive, sprawling over 2 million square kilometers. I mean, it's the largest island in the world that's not a continent. It's bigger than Mexico. Imagine fitting Mexico into Greenland and still having room left over. Most of it is covered in ice, though. In fact, about 80% of Greenland is blanketed by an ice sheet that can be up to 3 kilometers thick. Think giant glaciers, polar bears, the whole shebang. It's like a winter wonderland, but on a colossal scale. But beneath all that ice and snow, Greenland is rich in natural resources. We're talking iron ore, uranium, oil, the good stuff. These resources are incredibly valuable and have the potential to transform Greenland's economy. And with climate change melting the ice, accessing those resources is becoming easier. This melting is revealing new opportunities for mining and drilling that were previously inaccessible. See? There's a silver lining to everything. While the melting ice is a concern for global sea levels, it also opens up new economic possibilities for Greenland. But Greenland's appeal goes beyond just resources. It's also in a really strategic location. It's situated between North America and Europe, right smack dab in the middle of some major shipping routes. And for the military folks out there, Greenland is like a prime piece of real estate. In fact, the US has had a military base in Thule, Greenland, since the 1950s. It's a key part of our missile defense system, keeping an eye on those pesky intercontinental ballistic missiles. So, Trump wanted Greenland. Can you blame him? I mean, have you seen the place? It's a stunning, icy paradise with untapped resources and strategic military value. But here's the thing. Greenland belongs to Denmark. It's not just some unclaimed land up for grabs. It's been a Danish territory for centuries. The history between Denmark and Greenland is long and complex, filled with cultural and political ties. And Denmark was like, no. They were pretty clear about it. The Danish government didn't even entertain the idea. Greenland is not for sale. The message was loud and clear. Greenland's government also chimed in, saying something along the lines of, "We're not a used car lot." They were quite vocal about their stance. They were not thrilled with the idea of being treated like a piece of property. The people of Greenland have a strong sense of identity and autonomy. Can't really blame them there. Their land, their rules. In the end, Trump's Greenland dreams were just that, dreams. A fascinating, albeit unrealistic, geopolitical fantasy. But it does make you wonder, in a world where billionaires are buying islands for fun, what's next? Will we see more outlandish real estate ambitions? Only time will tell.